So guys, this is the long-awaited house tour. I've been saying that I was going to do this since we moved in, to be honest. But the time is finally here when we're moving out of the house. As you can see, we've got quite a long hallway, but it's quite narrow. There's not a lot of light in here as well, so that's going to be a big change when we move to our new house. But if you come into the first room, this is the dining room. Now wait, you're gonna have to brace yourself, because as I said, we're moving, so just take that with a pinch of salt. This is now the dumping ground. Because I have been frantically packing the house, getting ready to move basically. So there's just boxes, there's things everywhere. These all need to be sold on Facebook Marketplace. Things that we're keeping but we don't have storage for yet. We didn't really use this room that much. It's just kind of like an awkward sized room to really do anything. It probably really should have been an office in hindsight, but yeah, that's the dining room. I still love it though. I love the tones, all the neutral vibes, which is a theme you'll see in this house. The next room that we'll go into is probably the longest loo you will ever see in your life. This is our downstairs loo. Now, this is what I called the bougie bog. This went down a hit on Instagram. Actually, it was quite Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, but I would say it was an 80% love. Got a lot of attention. I did get inspiration from Lydia Millen when she did her downstairs loo. She also had a very dark paneling with this gorgeous cloud wallpaper, but I found this one from Wallpaper Sales and it's got a bit of glitter in it. I absolutely love this wallpaper. These prints are from IM5, love them. They're going to be coming to the new house with us. I think they're so different and I've not really seen anything like those since, and they're a really big, good size as well. Probably one of my favourite initial makeovers that I did, and it took me a couple of days. Okay, now we can move into the living room space. Here we are. This is the place that we spend the most time in. This is the comfiest room in the house. I love this room so much. This was actually the first room that we ever did a makeover in. Yeah, so we did this ourselves. It took us probably about 4 or 5 days to make from the wood, to make the studs, and then board it all up, and then we got someone out to come and plaster it. And I've painted all of these walls in French Chic Paints Stone in Love, which is one of my favourite colours ever. This is from a company called Home Essentials, and the coffee table is also from there. And actually so is the boucle chair in the corner. I made this artwork either side of the TV unit. Again, I've got a video for everything, guys. So just go look at my YouTube and just binge watch everything, because I've got a video on everything. But this was the easiest artwork to make ever. It took me like 15 minutes per canvas. Let me talk to you about these sofas. When we bought them and got the guys to bring them in, they struggled because I hadn't measured them. This is like all the rookie things that you just forget when you are first time buyers. We didn't measure any of our furniture. So many things that we just didn't think about doing. But yeah, luckily enough they fit, but they did take up a lot of the room, which was something that we were a little bit gutted about, but they're so comfy that it's not a problem. Right, so moving on into the kitchen. This is where we make some of the nicest food ever. I'm not gonna lie, me and Rob are pretty good cooks when we follow a recipe. I wouldn't say that I'm like a natural cook. It's not like an instinct within me, but if I find a good recipe, we normally nail it. Josh Wiseman is a lord in this household. He's amazing. Same goes for Jane's Patisserie. She's like an amazing baker. We make some really nice cakes and cookies and muffins and all of that stuff from her book. We've got this Snoop Dogg book, which I think Rob's mum bought him this for a birthday, and it was quite comical at first, but there's some really good recipes in there. We've made the Billionaire's bacon, which is unbelievable, but we need to make some more, so that's definitely going to be on the agenda when we move to the new house. This is a Taylor Wimpey house. It was previously going to be bought by someone else, and they'd already made all of the decisions about how the kitchen would look. We didn't realise that before we put the reserve on the house, so when it came to choosing options and we heard that we couldn't choose any options to the kitchen, I was like, no, this isn't right. But actually when she told us what the options were, I was really happy. Probably not what I would have entirely gone for in the end, but I think it's a really nice kitchen. All built-in appliances. We've got a fridge freezer here. I don't know if I should open this and show you what's in the fridge. Oh, it's not looking too shabby. Got some chicken wings we're gonna make later on. That's the fridge, and then we've got the freezer section down below. But we've also got this oven with a gas stove. This oven has done us really well. I actually have really enjoyed having a gas stove. We'd never had one before. It was always electric, but I quite like it. It gets hot really quickly. We've got a built-in washing machine dryer as well. And then we've also got this dishwasher. I'm not going to open it because I know that we've got loads of dirty dishes in there. Actually, go on, it's just dishes. It's probably one of the smaller dishwashers that you can get, but it's done us, as I say, there's only 2 of us. We don't often use it as well unless we've got loads and loads of dishes and we can't be bothered. More time we will wash stuff up in the sink. The floors are, forget what the brand is called, but they're like a kind of luxury vinyl. So they're not tiles and they're not usual click clack laminate that you can get. They're like a vinyl, so they're quite nice under your feet. They're quite warm. They're very durable. Probably a similar style to what we'll get in the house in the future, but we'll probably go for warmer tones. So if you want to see what we're going to be doing with our new house, then make sure you subscribe. This is my bathroom and the bathroom that guests use. I love this bathroom. This was probably the biggest project I have undertaken in the house. I think it turned out really nicely. There's definitely things that I think I could improve on next time now that I've done it, but for the most part, I really love the marble effect with the black accents on the shower. We've got some really gorgeous shelves where I'm now able to house all of my skincare, bathroom bits and bobs, warmer accents. So one thing that I realized when we did the bathroom, I was like, it feels cold now because the marble doesn't have any kind of warm grain going through it. It felt a bit cold. So I got these from H&M. This is actually a bath board, but I'm using it as a little shelf for the window. I think it fits perfectly. I've just got a little candle as well from H&M. That smells beautiful and I just love the colour of it. I love this bathroom so much. It took us so long to do, but it was well worth it in the end. Okie dokie, here is the main bedroom. Oh, I love this bedroom so much. I love this bed. This bed is from the Luxury Bed Company. All my bedding is from Dusk. I'm obsessed with Dusk. Hotel vibes. That is exactly what this is. And then we've got some wardrobes from IKEA. These wardrobes are the PAX system and they're really, really good. We've got some mirror doors on the front just because the whole room felt really closed off if we didn't have the mirrors. Thought process of you're looking through the mirror, but it makes the room look twice as big, if that makes sense. So that was the thought process behind it. This is Rob's bathroom. This is a controversial topic on my Instagram. People for some reason think that me and Rob, I don't know, don't share a bedroom or like we hate each other because we've got separate bathrooms. But in all honesty, I just don't like small bathrooms and he likes his own bathroom space. So, you know, I've got the main bathroom, he's got this one. This was another little makeover that we did probably about 2 years ago now. It was during lockdown. And I just got some of this beaded paneling from Wix, installed it, painted it, put a little trim around the outside. This is my office. This is actually really the second bedroom. This has turned into my office. During lockdown, naturally, Rob and I started working from home. We kind of needed an office each, and because of the kind of work that I do, I needed a space to get crafty. So if I wanted to put a table out and set my tripods and cameras up and stuff, I could. I think that was just really an excuse for me to get the bigger office, but it worked out in the end. I've got my computer set up over here. So I've got my iMac, which I love so much. Really good for me to do my editing on because I can see kind of like the videos on a big screen. And then I've got my makeup table slash desk. This bit in here holds all of my makeup, and I've done a massive clear out before we move, but it just holds all of my makeup that I use day to day. This corner, just don't mind me while I move the washing. This is a Calyx unit from IKEA. I think it's 5x5. Now, when I first got this, it was because I wanted to store and show off some of my gorgeous like decor pieces, my vases. I wanted to have my perfumes and stuff on display. I'm gonna be really real. It was a rabbit hole for me to just put stuff on, put junk on, and it just really fast became a dumping ground. It is a really good storage unit. I also got these from IKEA. These, I don't know what the name of these are, but they're like kind of like a warmer storage cube that you can get. I think they're about a tenner, oh no, I think they're £7 each or something. Let's go on to the final room, which is Rob's office, or the third bedroom. This is his playing ground. This is the man cave. This is his Xbox retreat. This is where I lose him, basically. I see Rob 50% of the time. The other 50% of the time, he's on his Xbox. I don't know, playing COD, whatever those manly things are that you guys do, or FIFA, you know, the football. I'm not good at that one. But this is his little retreat, which is really nice for him to have when he wants to get away from me nagging him. Little desk set up, so when he's working from home, this is where he works. We've got another huge mirror there just to open up the room. Just mirrors, honestly, top tip. If a room feels small, put a big ass mirror in it, because it just opens the room up so much. You can fit loads of people on this, 2, 3, 4. If you've got like Rob's friends were around and they were playing FIFA or something, this would be like a nice little place for them to all do that. It's very comfy as well. And then when you pull it out like that, and it will drop down, and then you've got a double bed for people to sleep. I mean, Sean slept here last night. Was it all right, Sean? Perfect. It's perfect. Okay, that's good. Good to hear. So we'll let Habitat know that their sofa bed is perfect. But yeah, and it's literally as simple as that, and then you just push it back into place, which I'll probably struggle with now. There we go. But that is it for the upstairs of this house, apart from the loft, but we're not going to go in there today. So let's head on back downstairs and we'll go outside. This is the garage, which is like an internal garage to the house, so which means it's attached to the house, it's not detached. It's a single garage, as you can see. It is absolutely stuffed to the brim. You will have to forgive us, and that is purely because we're moving house. Actually, I can't put that all on moving house. It has also been a bit of a mess for the last 6 months. It needs tidying out, but a lot of it is due to go to charity shops and Facebook Marketplace and stuff. We're going to clear it all out, but it is so good for storing stuff. We've got things like barbecues, work tables, bikes, fire pits, and all those sort of garden furniture bits and pieces. And then if we come back, if we can make it through here, I've got these shelves which are from Von House. These are fantastic. So I put all of my tools on here. It normally looks a lot more organised than this, but at the minute everything's just kind of clumbered on there. But I always have like my paints, my tools in different sections. You can also take these out and like change them, so you can move them up a little bit to make the shelves more shallow or deeper, whatever you need. To access the back garden, you can also go through this side gate. I don't want to show you too much because it's a little bit messy, but this is where we kind of store all of our wheelie bins and stuff like that. And then you come to our garden, and it's such a nice day, so I feel like it's kind of like showing it off in all of its glory. We usually have a parasol up as well, so it's very like holiday vibes, but we've got pretty much all of our garden furniture is from eBay. This particular brand, which most of it is from, is called Out Sunny. 4-seater table, but actually if you pull the chairs out, they also come with stools, so you can use that as a stool to put your feet on, or you can use it as another chair, so you can actually seat like 8 people around here, which is fantastic when you're having like garden barbecues and stuff. We've also got this piece de resistance of the garden, I reckon, is our egg chair. This is actually from B&M Home Bargains. If you know about B&M, you will know this egg chair because it was sold out. It gets sold out pretty much every single summer, really early on in the summer. They also do a double version of it. We paid $150 for this, for the single, and then the double was usually $250, but it is genuinely one of the most coziest spots to like just sit up in. You can like curl up in it like a little cat. The amount of times me and Rob have like not intended to, but ended up having a little snooze on here in the summer, like the sun's beaming down on you. You just feel like a cat, like having a little cat nap in the sun. Might go to sleep now. I'm joking, but it's really, really cozy. And then we've also got a very similar one, which again I got from eBay. I'll link it down below for you as well. But similarly, it kind of like spins and it's very cozy. I'll give you a demonstration, of course. But it's like just so nice to just sit here with a little drink or like read a book. Just, I like having cozy sort of things like this in the garden for people to really lounge in, especially if it's nice weather. You can like sit and just stay here for a few hours, have a little chat, put the fire pit on, which is here, and it's full of water because we obviously didn't put the cover on it very well. The last few days it's been absolutely pouring with rain, but usually that's all dried out and we put our logs in and you can just like spark that up in the evening. It's such a vibe. This is really, really nice. Gets a few people on here. When we first got this, I had all the girls round. I think there are about 7 or 8 of us, and it was so nice to just have us all round, have like a bit of seating for everyone. And then let me bring you around here. Now this isn't the most tidy of places, but this is one of my highest viewed videos on the YouTube, so again I'll link it if you want to watch it. But me and Rob made this pergola by hand about 2 summers ago. We did every single thing ourselves. I just researched how we were going to do it, and we put the work in to get this done, and it's turned out so lovely. And then this summer I put the pergola lights up, and I wish it was nighttime so I could show you. I might be able to get a little shot of it, but it looks so cozy in the evenings. And this part down here is such a sun trap. When the sun kind of goes over like this, so from about 11 o'clock in the morning till about 3-4 o'clock, that is a heat trap. So it's really nice to sit in there, get cozy, have a little, you know, socialising with friends. One of my favourite parts that has just absolutely made this garden is we put these flower beds in. Again, we've got a video, I'll link it for you. I swear I'm not trying to plug this much, but if you want to know these things, then you can go check them out. We made these garden beds, and look how big they are. We did them about 2 years ago, and they've just grown phenomenally. Like, it's an actual jungle now. I'll just show you the other side of the garden as well, just so that you know what it looks like. It's pretty much a standard garden. It's quite a big space though. We got a good plot when we bought this house as a new build. That was one of the things that sold us, was that we got a little bit of extra land compared to the other styles of this house, just because of it was on the end plot. So we've ended up with a really nice sized garden. We painted all the fencing in a colour called Silver Cops by Cuprinol, which you can get from B&Q for about £10 a pot. But yeah, that's it for the garden. Let's head back to the front. So guys, that is it for the house tour. Thank you so much for joining me. We're moving house, and it is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to do the whole thing up. It's going to be like a renovation sort of project. It's probably going to take us a good 1.5 to 2 years. So there will be so much content, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, because it really helps me to push the videos out. Leave me a comment as well if you've got any questions. I'll try to get back to those. But for now, I'm going to go put my feet up, so I'll have to see you later. Bye.